have about 60, 70 bottles of fragrance. I know I'm not going to wear them all, ever. And that is because I interchange my fragrances as much as I change my clothes every day. It's rare that I wear the same scent twice. However, I do have some that are my favorite.
I smell like heaven. Can you feel it too? Like roses and amber dipped in morning dew. I smell like heaven, and it's all for you. Oh, it's all for you.
When I was introduced to the house of Michael Malou, the only thing I owned was an Avon fragrance and a Karl Lagerfeld fragrance. I wasn't really into fragrance. I happened to be in the mall one day. A guy stops me at the mall and he says, "Hey, want to buy some fragrance?" Sure, why not? I told myself as I got over, I wanted to get into fragrance, so he introduced me to this. This is a unisex smell. So let's talk about what caught my attention here with Citizen's Jack. On the opening, you get some melon and bergamot. When I smelled this, to me, this was amazing. I had never smelled anything that could go for a man that had fruit elements in it. Everything that I've ever smelled as I've matured my nose smelled like something that your uncle would wear. So when it opens up with this melon and this bergamot and the guy is selling, yo, this is for a man. Trust me, you're good. It's like, okay, I'll trust your opinion. I don't know anything about this. This is your field. Dry down, you get some pineapple, some amber. At the base, you got vanilla and musk. What I've noticed about this, it's pretty moderate on its sillage. It's not one that is extremely loud, it's calm, but it is one that smells great. I say great, using it loosely because I'm going to say that about everything here. This is all biased opinion at this point. This, I have noticed I can wear spring, winter, fall, summer, lightly in the summer because it can maybe be a little heavy. But on skin, about 6 hours, medium projection, longevity is good. I feel like this for me was perfect for a starter. It's a niche house. Price point was attention grabbing for me. It wasn't too expensive. I didn't know anything about fragrance. It was, the salesman sold it to me for $89. To me, that's a good deal, especially when it's a 3.3 ounce bottle. We're gonna go into what has been my personal favorite fragrance. This is Mancera Silver Blue. And for some time, this was my signature scent. This one is the first fragrance I bought where I was getting complimented everywhere I went. It's got good sillage. It smells really nice. This is more, even though it's blue, it is a blue. However, this is not a summertime blue. And I found this out the hard way because I didn't know anything about fragrance, but I wore this in the summertime. I was at an indoor event. It was warm in the event, and everywhere I went, everyone smelled me. It wasn't a loud, like, yo, you put on too much fragrance. It was a, yo, somebody smells good. And I got harassed by a woman wearing this fragrance. What do we get in the notes on this one? Opens up with some spiciness, some bergamot. On a dry down, you get some caramel, some amber. At the base, you got some wood, some patchouli, some oak moss. Now, I will say, it's got a nice sweet smell because of that mid caramel. And I think that that is where I get the attention off of my skin and everyone is just turning their heads and wanting to compliment me. On skin, I've recognized most of my collection is Mancera, but what I've recognized, this one has probably done the best on my skin. I'm getting about 8-9 hours on skin. Projection, probably about 3 feet. Sillage, amazing. Again, this brings the compliment factors. I love it. Personal favorite, and I will possibly, every time that I run out of a bottle of Silver Blue, buy another bottle. This is possibly the only designer that I'll be discussing today. I don't have any biases against designer. I own a lot of designer. I don't know if you can see what's behind me. I own designer. I buy more niche and independent. It's not a price thing. It's just more or less. I prefer something that's not so mass appealing and just smells regular. I want something where the perfumer is artistic with his nose and wants to put together scents. However, this one, I didn't mind having a little bit of a mass appeal. This is JPG Lamel Elixir. This is a fall winter scent, maybe more fall because it is softer, but let's talk about the notes that are in here. This opens up with lavender and mint. Dry down, you get some vanilla, some benzoyl. More or less where this takes the cake for me is at that base. This has a good, strong tonka bean and honey and tobacco. And when you get to the point of smelling the honey and the tobacco, lovely. This is a Eau de Parfum concentration. Everything that I've shown so far is that concentration. I think everything that I will be showing is that concentration as well. I think I got about 6 hours on skin, maybe 7 if I'm moisturized properly. Sillage, I'm giving it about maybe 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. It's a softer smell, but it's lovely. I put a dent into this, and I would possibly buy it again. Only thing I do not particularly care for is the pricing on most of JPG. I do feel that it should be a little less. However, biases, I feel this one might be worth what it actually costs. I know I just said that everything that I'm going to discuss is an Eau de Parfum. However, this particular bottle is not. This is an Extrait de Parfum. This is a newer house that I have found. This was suggested by what is his name? Aromatics. If you are on YouTube, you know who Aromatics is. He speaks a lot about dupes, the best dupes. This house, however, is not a dupe house. They're an independent house. It's the House of Sphinx. This is Black Anubis, and I put a dent in this. I haven't had this long. I tried it, I wore it. Those who have smelled it, they put it in the same category of like Baccarat Rouge 540. Haven't smelled it in a while. I can see where they're going with that. I don't 100% agree, but I will say this has been loud. This is a winter, fall, maybe more winter because of the notes that are in here, but this right here, performance has been amazing. No gas. Seriously, this has been amazing. Also has the, ooh, you smell good. Has the, where's my hug? Or, ooh, can I have a hug? Go smell this. Please, don't take my word. Go smell this. The other thing that is really important about what I'm talking about with this house, they're an Extrait de Parfum, and this bottle's only $100. And this is a big bottle. This is a 3.3, 100 mil. So what do we get in here? All right, on the opening, we get some saffron and grapefruit. And then I do want to say that grapefruit note on the open with that saffron, chef's kiss. Goes down on the dry, you get some nutmeg and some rose. The base, we got tonka bean, some oud, some amber, some leather, some cedar wood. Listen, if you're here, you trust my judgment. That's all I'm gonna say. This has not failed me one day that I've worn it. I've been complimented everywhere that I've been. I will say that this projects really far. I was maybe about 5-6 feet away from someone. Someone was like, yo, you smell good. And somebody had just walked past them. I thought they may have mixed up with somebody else walked past. They was like, no, it's you. I was like, are you sure? So I don't come in, give me a hug. They said, no, this is you. You smell really good. If you want compliments, if you want something that's gonna last long on you, and you don't want to spend a bunch of money, I am honestly suggesting you buy this. Next up, this was actually my introduction to Mancera, but this is Mancera Amore Cafe. This is sexy coffee shop. This is ascot, polo shirt, slacks, coffee shop. This is polo slacks, shoes with no socks, coffee shop. This right here, this was the first introduction to a gourmand scent. It's a coffee shop and pastry shop all in the one fragrance. This is a unisex fragrance. Your girl's gonna want it, you like it, and because your girl want it, she wants hugs. I'm telling you, get your nose on this. But this is one that I put a dent in this. You can see there's a lot of juice missing here. I wore this a lot when I first got it. I still wear it a lot because, again, I like the fragrances that are made for the fall and the winter. So as soon as we get that first little 50-degree weather day, I'm pulling this bad boy out. So what's actually in Amore Cafe? On the opening, you get some coffee, some amaretto. On that dry down, and this is possibly why this smells like a dessert. You get that ice cream right in the dry down. On the base, you got some brown sugar, vanilla, and ambergris. When I say that this has been one that I'm gonna put a dent in again, this is second bottle, and I've already started putting a dent in it. Projection, I wanna say this is more intimate. This is not loud. But the longevity on skin is about 7-8 hours. Sillage, I want to say is maybe about a foot. This is more of an intimate scent. Like, this is not one that's gonna blow the room away. But when they smell this on you, I'm telling you, this is one. This is why it's in my favorite of things to wear. I wear it a lot. I get a lot of hugs from everybody because, yeah. It's one of them ones. And last but not least, I think I probably need to change my outfit. Hold on. And actually, before we even get into this, let me set the mood. This is my quarterback's favorite scent. QB1. QB1, his signature scent, Lafayette Street by Bond Number 9. This is probably my most worn out of everything that I've shown, mainly because you can wear this all 4 seasons. This is an office wear. This is I'm outside just chilling wear. This is I'm watching QB1 go for the tush push wear. Now, if anybody is familiar with Jalen Hurts, when he smelled this, he was in college. He said he smelled it, he fell in love with it. What he didn't fall in love with was the price. Anyone who's familiar with Bond Number 9, you know that their bottles, they're bigger bottles. This is a $500 bottle. Is it worth the price of $500? Personally, I don't feel that any fragrance is ever worth $500. However, I can't say much about it because I do own a few Bond Number 9. I own a few Creeds, but we're not here for that. We are here to discuss what has been my absolute favorite fragrance to wear. What's in the breakdown on this one? So on that opening, you get this nice punchy bergamot with some coriander. In the mids, you get some apples, some ambroxan, and some vanilla. Down at that base, you get this tonka bean, some woodsy notes, and some ambergris. And everything that's there, you see why you can wear this all year round. With the tonka bean and that woodsy note, you can play with this in the fall, you can play with this in the wintertime. With those mids of that apple, yeah, you get a lot. It's a nice bright apple too. So you get all spring wear. And then that opening is what everything with this is borderline the perfect scent. This, biasly, of course, this is if you want to take a step up from wearing Dior Sauvage, which is an everyday scent as well, but you don't want to go Creed Aventus, which Creed Aventus is the rich person's Dior Sauvage. this is just another option. The on-skin performance, I'm getting about 6 hours, 6.5 if I am lotioned really good. The sillage, I've been places and I'm thinking I go nose blind easily. I'm thinking that I don't have any on where anybody can smell me. I'm not an oversprayer, but I had this on yesterday in the barbershop and I wasn't really close to my barber. I'm about a good 3 feet, maybe 3.5 feet. And he's like, yo, what do you have on? And it dawned on me like, oh yeah, I'm wearing my Jalen Hurts spray today. I'm calling it Jalen Hurts. It's Eagle season, go Birds. I want to say that this is, again, it's not a budget friendly scent, but it's one of my favorites. I wear this often along with the other ones that I've worn or that I've showcased. But this one, it has the most versatility. I can wear this with a suit. I can wear this chilling with a t-shirt and jeans and sweats. I feel like you can't lose with QB1. I'm sorry, you can't lose with this particular scent. It's all year round. So talk to me. What is your go-to? Do you have as many go-tos as me? Do you have just one? Do I have too many? Should I lower my go-tos? Talk to me. Leave a comment. I'm out.
Vanilla whispers drip with these cinnamon trails where my shadow stays like honey.